Aloha everybody. So this video is gonna do like an intro slash recap of what we know about slope and a little bit of y equals mx plus b stuff. So first thing about slope is like the slant of a line. So if you've got a line that looks something like this, we always read graphs from left to right. So if I'm looking at this starting on the left hand side and move to the right, this graph is going uphill. It always reminds me of Mario. Back in the day, regular Nintendo used to play that, and Mario, his screen would only go right. Mario couldn't go back left anymore. He only moved to the right. So this would be like Mario if he's on here walking up a hill. And if you're going uphill, that is referring to a positive slope. So going up as you move to the right is a positive slope. um, and of course, the letter that we use for slope is m. So if you want to use m, positive m, that can work. So if going up is positive, that means going down would be negative. So this is Mario running down a hill. This is a negative slope. Well, what's in between positive and negative? I mean, if I drew a line that was right here, trying to connect those things, well, if it's positive, it's going up. As it starts to come back down, it crosses and goes negative. This is now a negative slope going down. So what's in between positive and negative numbers? Well, that's a slope of 0. We remember slope with rise over run, and this is not rising or falling. This is going straight across. So straight across, that's a 0 slope. You're not rising or falling. So slope is rise over run. And we will get into more details of that next class period. So, oh, and this isn't anywhere, I just made this up right now, so it's not in your notes, but we will use this page, which I think is page 6 in our notes. So examine the graph shown. So here we got weeks is the x-axis and books is the y-axis. So if we look at this, this is a horizontal line, and we just got done talking about that. So what is the slope of a horizontal line? Slope is 0. This does not rise or fall as time goes on. It runs straight across. Slope is 0. So interpret that slope as a rate of change. Well, in talking about this, we kind of do both of these together here. As the weeks go on, the number of books that I have read is still 1. I haven't read any more books or any less books. You can't unread a book. I have only read 1 book. After 1 week, 1 book. After 2 weeks, 1 book. After 3 weeks, 1 book. 4 weeks, 1 book. Right, and after 10 weeks, 1 book. So my slope is 0 books read after any amount of weeks. So then we already answered this. How many books did I read after 2 weeks? I read 1 book. After 6 weeks, I still have only read 1 book. So what would the equation of the line look like? Now this is where it gets really fun, and I have a really nice way that I like to explain this. So for example, if you look at this point right here, this is the point 2 comma 1. The next point is 3 comma 1. And then we got 4 comma 1. Are you seeing the pattern yet? Here is 5 comma 1. Oh, look at this next point. That's 6 comma 1. So if you wanted to write an equation of a line that goes for this, x can be whatever you want it to be, but y is always stuck at 1. So the equation of a horizontal line, this specific horizontal line, is y equals 1. So this kind of says that it don't matter what x is, y will always be 1. And that's really nice. I like that. So we're used to seeing like y equals mx plus b. If you wanted to put it into that form, the slope is 0. So you could say 0x plus 1, but that just sounds funny because 0 times anything is 0. So this is 0 plus 1, and 0 plus 1 is just 1. So either of these are perfectly okay. Typically, mathematicians just go with this one. And this is an equation for a horizontal line, so it's going to be y equals and wherever that line goes through. So if you had a line that went through right here, this would be the line y equals 3. Because every single point of that line has a y value of 3. X can be whatever it wants, and y is stuck at 3. And if you wanted to flippy-floppy that, if you wanted to make an f or something here, suppose I have a vertical line. Well, vertical lines are very close to the same thing. But instead of the y value being stuck, now it's the x value that's stuck. If you look on this vertical line, like this is the point 9, 2. 9 comma 2. This is the point 9, 4, right? This is the point 9, 7. If you look at every single point on a vertical line, all of the x values are stuck at 9. So, and here the the line runs through the x-axis at 9. So horizontal runs through the y, vertical runs through the x. Now the other thing we didn't go back and talk about was the slope of a vertical line. What the hell? Let me go back to this line drawing tool here. So I always said that Mario moves from left to right. So if you have a line that looks like that, can Mario move from left to right? Yeah, he can run across it. That's a 0 slope. Here Mario is going uphill. And then, so this is like a slope of 1, this is like a slope of 2, slope of 3, slope of 4. The higher the number, the steeper the slope. Well, I mean, you could go to a slope of 100, slope of 1,000,000, slope of 999 million. You could go, the highest number, well, it's infinity kind of, but not really. You could still probably climb that, but as you go vertical, can Mario move left anymore? No, little Mario's stuck right on top. So the slope of a vertical line is called undefined. And what you'll end up finding is you're looking at rise over a run. So if you pick 2 points on here, I could go like whatever this is down 2, but do I move over any? No, I don't. So if you take your calculator and try to do -2 divided by 0, you're going to get error or undefined or something like that. So vertical lines have an undefined slope. Horizontal lines have a 0 slope going straight across. Positive is going upwards and negative is going downwards to the right. That'll do. Thank you.